चलो आओ, आ जाओ, चलो. So I am going to the property. This will eventually become the path that we will be using. Maybe we'll get some stones or something over here and make a path out of it. This is the boundary wall that separates our land from the other. This is the forest land. So yes, I will just. All right. So when you enter, the first thing you're greeted by are a lot of pines, a lot of native flora, a lot of kala jhars and different varieties of grass and ferns, a lot of native oaks. So yeah, and I'm trying to retain as much of the natural landscape and the natural vegetation as much as possible, just for my tastes. I think, I mean, for many reasons, but I just like the way a natural ecosystem functions, you know, not intervening too much. So the first thing you are greeted with is also, well, you're not greeted with it really, but this is a pit that we've dug recently. This is dug so that we could hold rainwater in it. It can act as a rainwater receptacle, and we would require a lot of water for the cob work that we will do. And because water is always a scarcity in the mountains in most places, we need to find alternatives. So this is somewhat halfway or 80% done. I think we'll go about a feet or a half more, and it will hold up to 8,000 to 10,000 liters. We'll line it with some water repellent membrane, and then just let nature do its thing. So alright, so you have, that's the first thing you're greeted with, and then yes, hello. Alright, चलो चलो आगे चलो, फट फट. Alright, so the major chunk of the work that has been done has been the stone work. So I will showcase that. This is a lot of the stone that will be utilized in the foundation later on, and you have all the excavated dirt, the soil of the land that is extracted predominantly because of the foundation work. So this is the foundation of the house, and this has already been filled up all the way over there, but there are some pockets that are remaining. So they fill up this with big stones and small stones and just tightly pack it together so that it doesn't move. This will act as a this will help seep out excess water if there is any. This will help keep the house strong. So yeah, this is the foundation, and this is what I really love right now. This is a dry stone wall that is being made on the land. A significant portion of the wall has been done, but quite a bit of it still remains. But yes, it's beautiful. A lot of copper and a lot of iron, so a lot of greens and blues and reds and brilliant textures. Some are really big stones, like this one, about 3.5 feet, and then of course smaller ones, bigger ones, smaller ones, and these are all just tightly packed together with no mortar, so no cement, nothing to bind it together. This is just placed as it is in the land, and they tightly pack it together with big stones and small stones, so it creates enough friction to hold it all together. So yeah, no cement, nothing to keep it together except its own weight and its own friction points that are keeping it wedged together. So this is very difficult work, and the people who do it are extremely laborious, breaking stones the entire day. You would only get the sort of a punishment in jail, but here it's done for work. So for fun. So there is Santosh, and there is Ishan. This is Pradhanji. He is the one who's doing the work right now for the wall. Namaskar ji. And these are Saya and Amra. And these are all the. नहीं करना, परेशान नहीं करना. So this is the foundation work that is being dug. I will now give it over to Santosh to take us all the way back from there and explain to us a little bit about what's going on. So.
Start from here.
हाँ यहीं से करते हैं. वो पानी का दिखाना है.
पानी?
वाटर रिसेप्टिकल.
हाँ वो एक बार
ऊपर है वो.
उधर ही है ना.
रहने दो फिर यहीं से स्टार्ट करते हैं.
So started. So this is our land where we are going to build the hermitage for Animesh.
Thank you.
Boss. And we are doing the wall, which is the retaining wall for the land, for the land not to fall down, and to safeguard the land. At the same time, it is also acting as the wall for the house itself, for the home itself. So it will be the inside. So it serves as multiple purpose wall.
Yeah, an accent piece.
Yeah, and it looks amazing, and I love the texture and the finish of a stone. And this wall is going to be here for 1,000 years.
Baba.
Nothing is going to happen to the
Kya
wall.
baat hai. This is Santosh's guarantee.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a guarantee of the stone. Yeah. And,
Brilliant.
So we have dug up the foundation.
So these are all big stones that are brought here, and then they are cut into smaller pieces depending on.
So generally in nature, especially here, what I've seen is that you have huge, massive boulders. So either while making roads or while to take out stones for construction work, you break those big boulders, and then you get these bigger pieces. So that's the only way you can bring it. You can't bring those huge boulders, unfortunately. So you get that, bring it here, and then it's a puzzle where people who have experience on building with stones, they build it. They know what to do, how to do. Just that we tell them what exactly we are looking for. So we don't want a straight line or anything. We just follow the curve of the wall itself. So that's why you curve of the land, rather than cutting it down, making it straight. Use the curves and things as it is.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah. So the wall will come up almost 8-9 feet high, and then we will play with mud again on top of it, on the surface. So it's literally it's a canvas. You can play with it, you can make shapes out of it, do a lot of stuff with it. Yeah, so that's about the wall. And yes, the remaining is all about getting the foundation done for the wall, the other wall to come up. So generally, if you see in the building, you have foundation coming up first, not the wall.
Right.
So I mean, this is an anomaly where we are actually doing the wall first, and then the foundation is happening parallel. Yeah.
And why did we decide on doing that?
Because you need to retain the wall, and we don't have huge width on the land where you have a retaining wall and a separate wall for the house. So I felt it's good to use the wall. It is as the wall of the inside. And of course, stone walls give you amazing finish and amazing interiors. And you don't have to do anything. And dry stone is the best, because you are not filling up anything with any mortar or doing anything. Of course, it needs skill, of course, experience to actually do it.
These people have been doing it for a very long time.
Yes, yeah. So they have been doing it, and generally, what I've observed here in the villages is that there are a lot of stones. So people make their own walls and stuff from very young age. They play with it. It's it's there in their hand all the time. So even if it's a small Pagdandi wall or whatever it is, so they just build it. So they have the experience, and of course they would have built houses and walls, more walls.
Wow, wow.
So that's the wall.
Santosh, what about this foundation? It's already been done?
Yeah, so we have about, I would say, about 70-80% of our foundation also dug up and filled up. So we have a 2 feet wide foundation, which is again 2 feet deep. And we have a very good soil. To dig out the soil itself is very hard. So that is what we look in foundation. And at the same time, it has also very good drainage. Water doesn't stagnate, water doesn't puddle out here. Whatever water comes, it just goes off, no matter how heavy the rain is. And because the terrain is such that no water doesn't collect anywhere, so foundation is 2 by 2, and our wall will come about 1.5 feet wide. Will be all with mud. And you can see the mud lying around
everywhere.
From the wall, from the foundation.
Almost like it's already sieved somewhat.
A lot. Actually, the soil is so amazing here that very less amount of stones in it. At the same time, it has good amount of sand and clay. So there is no need of any additional mix of say extra clay or extra sand to it.
You can use it as it is.
Take the soil, sieve it to remove all the small stone thing out, and then just make the cob, mix it with water and straw, and that is it. You have your wall material. And then just keep on building it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Is there anything particular about the foundation? Does it require any particular skill, or just big stone, small stone, just fill it up?
Foundation, yes. So what we look at is to have it packed tightly. You don't want anything to be loose. And moving. So that is the base. So essentially, it's again using big stones and then adding a lot of filler, smaller stones, so that there is a lot of friction and nothing moves. Even if you walk on it, you dance on it, nothing happens. So that's how we test the foundation. And with the foundation, you don't need so much skill because you already have 2 walls on the sides, and you are not looking at any kind of fine finish like what we see on
the stones.
Wall. So it's just about putting the stones and then packing it tight. So yes, of course, it needs a lot of heavy hard work because you're taking it out and putting inside. You have to dig the stuff and all those things. But I wouldn't say it can be done by anyone who has basic understanding of what we are looking at from a foundation.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, bhai. I'll just showcase the entire wall.